Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 109. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Cameron's gonna die this week, so everybody say goodbye to him on Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
Biggie Hurricane coming. He's not actually gonna die. He'll be fine. But
It's only maybe supposed to hit.
this is how you get people interested in the show. You start off with
By
that.
getting hit by a Cat 4 hurricane?
Yes. See, Cameron tells us that they're having to stay down there for work, but really, he's just trying to get us more viewers.
Yeah, fact.
You should catalog it and post it on your YouTube channel. You should become a vlogger.
I should become a vlogger.
That would be great.
Standing outside in Cat 4 hurricane.
Going to. Who's going to stop me going to Disney in the hurricane?
Disney.
The security.
The hurricane.
True.
Yeah. How long can I record on my phone in the hurricane?
Well,
however long my
at
phone
least
can
it's
stream.
still live.
Well, I mean, if it's raining, I assume your phone's going to die quicker than the battery. But maybe not. Anyway, how we doing? Other
Okay.
than the existential dread of a hurricane heading your way.
I would like to have water in my apartment.
Oh yeah, that too. Cameron's on the
Man,
struggle bus
Cameron's
this week.
just- yeah, right? He was fine here, and he goes back home, and he's the complete opposite.
Mhm.
I wish it was like that for me. Every time I come back home to Auburn, I'm like, wow, everything's just worse here. Obviously not like friends and family and whatever, but like everything besides that. Like I don't know why I came back here.
To
You
see your
came
friend.
to see the construction.
Yeah, I'm saying other than to visit with friends and family, like I don't know, my whole attachment to the town has changed, which makes it even more toxic that I've never been so invested in Auburn athletics. And yet my
Mhm.
attachment to the city has waned so much.
You mean like in football or all athletics? Because we're a basketball school now.
Yeah, that's right.
We're a
That's
basketball
right. We're a
school.
basketball school now.
Never
my
forget,
my
we're a basketball school.
my coworker texted me after the game on Saturday and was like, "Well, that's sure one way to win a football game." And I was like, "Don't talk to me. Don't look at me.
Don't think about me.
Yeah, don't think about me. Don't think about Auburn." And he was like, "Hey, you guys won."
Did
That
we
does not count as
though?
a win.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, we basically both lost. We just lost slightly less."
That's a
Look,
good
that's
way to
a
put it.
that it is a disappointment
Where-
to call that a game, but like the idea that we can is pain.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't be that close. It was our homecoming game.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's why it can't be called a game.
I mean, like I don't know. There's a difference between like a defensive slugfest and just bad football. And I don't really know how to describe it, but that was not like a good game that was just little points. Like it was just bad all around. I can't believe how hard we tried to lose. I can't believe everything we did to give them the win, and Missouri was like, "No, you win."
We're gonna fail right
You're
here
gonna
at
win.
the end.
That's obviously what happened the week before. Southern Hospitality. Here you go. We're giving you the win.
Yeah.
And they took it for all it's worth. And this week they were like, no.
No, you take it. No, you take it. No, you take it. Here, I'll put you on the 2. All you have to do is shoot a 26-yard field goal. You don't even have to warm up for it. Kicker doesn't warm up for it, misses. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, that was
It happened. But should
That
it
that
have?
sure was a game.
yeah. And We play Georgia at Georgia in 2 weeks.
We're gonna
I
Everybody
lose.
already
remember
watched
that.
us get our butts kicked by Georgia last year with you. We went to the game.
You want to go again? It's gonna be worse. I'm gonna have to get more drunk
Well,
than I
if
did
we're
last
gonna
year.
tailgate, sure. We
Yeah.
get really drunk off our asses to where it's interesting.
I don't know. Maybe not. Last year I was kind of close to throwing up for a little bit. I can't tell if it's because of the alcohol or because of the game.
We also ate like a bunch of those strawberries, and that
Oh
probably
yeah.
wasn't the
Well,
best.
no, none of the things that we did that day were smart, but it was fun.
Yeah, we
Okay, now that that's over with, uh, on to actual game stuff. So first off, Team Gear wins the Splatfest. That's a dub. First
go.
official one.
So I told Cameron we're gonna ask Lucan what he's gonna pick, and then we're not gonna pick that because he's 2 for 2. I'm picking
The wrong one.
Well, okay. To be
on
fair,
the leading team in the for
like,
tricolor, but I couldn't even get to tricolor.
well, do you know why though?
Yeah, because they lowered the rate.
No. They lowered the rate, but also it was literally 20% for Team Fun. Like between Team Grub and Team Gear, there was close to 80% because Team Gear by themselves had almost 60.
Yeah, this seems more like realistic splits for later though, so tricolor's not even gonna be really a factor, I guess. Unless it's like something people really, really care about and are
I would
really
like
split.
them. I would like them to fix it so that Tricolor is good. Because the people that were able to play were like, I don't know what Team Scissors was complaining about. This isn't hard. And it's like when you change the map, it doesn't count.
I
Like
was
if the
actually
map,
pretty content with not having to deal with tricolor at all. I just like playing the damn
That's
game.
fact. I'd rather play
I'm just
regular.
happy I didn't have to deal with it at all. I honestly, I don't. I love the memes. I think the memes are really funny that's come out of this. But uh, yeah, I just got to play like a lot of normal Splatoon. Like it, almost like tricolor doesn't exist. I'm okay with that.
yeah, valid.
We could also just pick Shiver's team since she's now 2 for 2, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Um.
But like when there's an objectively correct
Yeah, I'm
option,
pretty sure people picked Rock. If you picked Rock, it was because you wanted Squid Mommy, and
mm,
people picked Gear because,
it's
well,
the
what the
objective. Like
Yeah, if you didn't pick Gear, then you picked Fun because you're purposely being stupid. But the Gear and Grub are the only two like reasonable options, and you would always go with Gear because that you can logically do that. But Fun is illogical, so you choose that if you're trying to be funny. So why would you choose
which is
Grub?
why it ended up literally being 20% of the pick rate.
Yeah, I'm just we're just so logic blue pilled or red pilled. I don't know which pill's which.
That's probably gonna be the split though, unless
Splat
it's like
pilled.
rock paper scissors. You're gonna have like a really serious option. You're gonna have like an in the middle option, and you're gonna have a really silly option. And Big Man will be the really silly option.
Well, look, you're allowed to have silly options. It's just you can't be like, yes, what if
Yes, but when
we.
you ask a really serious question,
Yeah,
they
exactly.
should
You can do
probably
silly options, but you can't have it be like, you know, what condiment do you want? Ketchup, mayo, or hamburger?
What?
the only option
That's
here is
essentially what this
ketchup.
was, where it's like something so out of left field that
What would
there's
you like on your
objectively
hamburger?
correct
Ketchup,
choices.
mayonnaise, or another hamburger?
Well, I've had the double stack hamburger before. No. Um, if you were serious about your question, though, it's ketchup.
Yeah, but like we've already had that Splatfest.
Oh yeah, we had one.
Yeah, and we did
What's your
not have the ketchup mayonnaise burger Splatfest. Although if we did, that would be hilarious. And I would choose burgers solely because
We
if you don't?
probably meme option that
yeah,
one.
that's a good meme selection. Okay. Got some news about Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. First off, you don't need a Ubisoft account for it. Thank God.
Because they did at first say you would need one, which got everybody freaking out. And then they're like, wait,
Which is
no,
valid.
you don't need one.
Yeah. Uh I don't know why you would. That'd be so bad. I hate when games do that. That's really annoying.
Um, Chelsea, didn't you say your game required that? Dreamlight required an account? You to make an account? Yeah, Dreamlight required it. And that's only early access.
Yeah,
Like,
but you're also
but
online.
especially for a single player game like that,
Also, you won't there's no multiplayer or co-op modes? Is that the trade-off?
Was there a.
there were, but we didn't touch them.
Huh.
Interesting.
I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, it doesn't seem like a game that would be huge for multiplayer.
Yeah, it's
Be
not.
like an alright versus thing, but that'd about be it. You
It's
can't
not like
really
it's
have.
Pikmin or something where there's a logical reason to have it.
No, it's XCOM. And
Exactly. Like, how are you? I mean, I'd like to see how it worked, but like, I don't feel like it's a necessary feature. You know?
Um, the first teaser trailer. Oh yeah, Mario movie teaser trailer gonna come out October 6th at New York Comic Con.
let's get excited, boys.
Can't wait.
For the
Yeah, this
cringe.
is gonna be
We're all gonna meet
bad.
up and go see it in theaters together. And it will probably be the worst.
I'm
I just
ready.
don't think it will be good. I think it can be like good, but be really like crazy, and that's why it's good. Or it's gonna be awful.
I expect, like, I'm not expecting it to be like Sonic or uh Detective Pikachu, where it's like actually like a decent movie. I expect it to be a movie without a story.
No, we know the story. It's leaked.
No, no, no. I still expect it to be a movie without a story. Mr. No Story in my Mario games is helping direct it.
I like my Mario games like I like my I can't figure it. I don't know. Something without story.
Video
My
games.
chapter books.
Um, I don't know. I got nothing. The Pokemon Company does not have any issues with fans using custom rules in Nuzlocke. For those who may have
Oh
missed
yeah,
it, this has been an ongoing story in the Pokemon community the past few days. Essentially, Kit Ellis and Krista Yang, previous hosts of Nintendo Minute, claimed in their most recent podcast that they thought they could be fired for suggesting a Nuzlocke video. Since then, multiple outlets have reported otherwise, and even Cerebee's own Joe Merrick put out a statement on this.
So I generally think it was more like they don't care. It's more like they don't care if fans do it, but they're not gonna promote. Um,
They're not gonna promote people doing it, but if people do it,
yeah.
who
They don't.
cares? Exactly. They're
Because
not gonna promote it on Nintendo's YouTube channel though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it often is like it's not even that it's a different way of playing. It's the fact that they're
Honestly, it would be really stupid if they did care.
yeah, exactly. As long
Right.
as
Like, I get they don't want to promote it because that's not how they see the game, but like,
That'd be the extent of it. I generally think they probably asked and they were like, "Don't promote it because
yeah,
you know."
it's just kind of
they,
like I just don't see
they
why
don't
people would
care.
think like, yeah, why would they would care if other people do it? I mean, like, so what if you play Super Mario World with your legs behind your head, looking away from the TV and playing with a uh like a what's that brand of kids toys?
I know what you're talking about. The little Tykes controller thingy.
Yeah, Little Tykes. Yeah, if you take like a Little Tykes piano and wire it up to play Super Mario World while you're upside down with your head in the toilet, like, I mean, why? Why? First off,
They're
but
not gonna promote
they're
it,
not
but
gonna
they're not
they're
gonna
not gonna
do.
promote that, but they don't care. They're not gonna stop you
Yeah,
either.
they realistically Pokemon doesn't care so long as it's not a randomizer or promoting ROMs because
Yeah,
that you can very easily
yeah.
just
There's a difference between changing the code and just enforcing your own rules outside of base game rules.
Mhm.
Um, Tekken 8 director praised Sakurai and said that he's probably the only person that could properly make Smash Brothers. And honestly, I agree. It's one of those things that just like requires a special kind of person.
Mhm.
Um, and also E3 is returning next year, so Cringe Shit Fest possibly not dead. It's now run.
Who's Reed Pop?
ReedPop is a company the company that runs PAX.
Oh, but Prax doesn't have cringe.
Yeah, PAX is considerably less cringe.
Like it has it. It's just like there's a level.
Controlled, contained.
Yeah.
Where are we going
E3
to get our
was
live cringe
unbound.
now?
Yeah. But hey, it is coming back. So we'll
Good.
see.
There's definitely still that hole though, where everybody's like, "I want to fill it," and none of them have been able to. So if we can actually get back to companies are all here for a single week announcing their big things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it can't be pre-recorded. This has to be live. We got to
except for
do it live.
Nintendo, who really shouldn't do.
Well, Nintendo's
Uh,
been sterile since 2013 anyway. But now everybody does it.
Has it only been 9 years? I thought it was longer.
No, it started in
Look, I
2012 or
wouldn't
2013.
mind if everybody else went to the directs like Nintendo if they would cut down on the all the things. Instead, we get all the boring parts, but we don't get all the funny cringe
cringe.
moments. So it just lowers the enjoyment of their shows.
Yeah. But hey, we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled.
Ah, fact.
Again,
All right. So with that, on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we talk about what games we've been playing and what games we've been getting. So, Alex, you go first this week.
A lot of Splatoon,
Yep.
but I've done like the calculations and I'm still behind on levels since we're like 60 days from the pass ending. So I need to like.
play ranked.
I tried ranked. It's the worst experience of my life.
You haven't started working.
Dude, I play ranked and Grant was like, Alex, you'll be. What is it? What do you call them?
What?
My level in Splatoon is 2 was really low, and
Yeah,
you
you
called.
should be a Smurf.
Yeah,
Smurf.
no, nope. They're there. They'll win the match within 5 seconds. I need to play the football one. Hopefully that will help.
Also, I like that Cameron was like, "You aren't even working," as if this is
Right.
like a
Working
Hasn't it
puppy.
gotten
I
told?
It's all
this is a
ever
bill.
brings
This is a
up.
bill to pay. You're not even working.
Like,
I'm in that grind. I'm on that Sigma grind set. You just don't understand. Look at this brain. Look at these omegas.
I'm working during a hurricane. Good for you.
oh, I would happily not, but I get to work from home tomorrow
Um,
So you're
because
gonna
I
play
asked.
Splatoon and not work.
that's
No, I
right.
actually have to work.
I
I
played.
started working on my next task, and I'm like, the one that hasn't properly been assigned to me. I'm just like, great. I'm gonna die.
I
I
feel that.
basically have to
Any.
restructure everything that I've been working on. I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna interrupt your turn. So Splatoon 3, Soul Hackers 2, a little more of Super Metroid, but not much. Um, Xenoblade 3 a little bit. Cameron and I watched Andor after it released.
We've seen a little bit of it, yeah.
And besides him being home, I think that might be it for this week. Like playing games wise, I didn't pick anything up.
Oh, we lost a lot of time for the band.
Yeah, how was alumni night? I saw the
True, we did
photos.
that.
My shoulder still hurts.
Poor thing.
Most of the
I
people there, it was definitely better than the one we went to years ago.
Yeah.
Because there was a decent number of us, and most of the people were happy to be there.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It
looked at the
wasn't just
photos trying to see like who do I know here, and I was like, dang, I noticed like two faces maybe outside of you guys, and I was not happy that those were the two faces I saw. So
I was there to support Cooper.
well,
The
yeah, I
final, that other photo where it's like Cooper's kind of in the center because those are all his friends. Those are the people I knew outside of my family, just because they hang out with Cooper.
yeah that I
a
mean
lot.
that's pretty makes a clear connection. Well, I'm glad it went well.
hmm
Is Cooper happy about homecoming? Guess he's just too popular now to hang out with us.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you a story, okay?
Oh,
Because
good.
he told a story. Okay, so he went into homecoming and he was driving Haley's car. Now hers is a push button to start.
Yeah.
He left the keys in the car
Why?
because he forgot
Because
to grab them because he pushed the button and didn't
Oh.
think. Anyways, so his date was talking to friends, so he went back out the door and they had like tables and fences set up. He's like, "Can I go out?" Right?
to get my keys,
To get my keys. And they're like,
which is a perfectly reasonable request.
"Josh, I'm
Yeah.
telling the story."
I
Yeah,
believe
Cameron.
her.
I can't max out my mic because I'll get a noise complaint, but I'm maxing out my mic in spirit.
Anyway, so there he goes to a teacher and he's like, "Hey, I need to go out to my car to get my keys." And they're like, "Nobody can leave without Dr. Pignato's permission." And he's like, "Okay, bet. Where's Dr. Pignato?" And the teacher's like, "She was somewhere around here." So he looks around and he sees her and he's like, "Hey, Dr. Pignato, can you help? Can you go with me to my car to get my keys?" And she's like, "Is it keyless entry?" And he's like, "Yes. Wait, no, because two of the cars are, but that one's not." So he walked out to the car with the principal through the line of people waiting to get in within the first 10 minutes of the dance. So, everybody would have seen him.
Why? Did it? What is he gonna go out and take a shot? Ugh.
Dude, there were people, according to Cooper, there were people drinking and doing coke, and
Hell yeah, that sounds a lot better than my homecomings that I remember. Didn't get any of that. Man, I just don't know how to have fun. That's really stupid. What the? If they're gonna do it, they're gonna show up
yeah,
already having done it.
yeah, it's not gonna be a. Oh no, let me go back out to my car now that you've approved that I can come in. No, they're going to be in there.
Uh,
Well, it's not like they were patting them down to check if they're trying to sneak anything in.
I was also gonna say like, yeah, are they patting him down? Like, just
No.
put a pint in your blazer if you're trying to drink there. I mean, like, that's pretty sleazy to me, but we're talking about a high school homecoming. That's sleazy as fuck in the first place. Put one on your blazer.
Yeah, no, it's that's essentially what Cooper did this week.
For a second, I thought you meant he put a pint in his blazer.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
absolutely.
no,
Yeah, totally. I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he could have gotten away with that considering they did photos right before the dance.
Incredible. Anyway, Cameron, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I have played Splatoon, and I played the Splatfest with Alex. We did we come out about even on that, Alex? It only
I had
took
to
us 3
play
hours
one more match after,
because
I guess the guy had a weapon as yours. I don't know. I missed
maybe
the 1.8 and 1.9 boost. We could have been done
yeah
in like an hour and a
we would have
half.
been done in because we were done in 3 hours.
We won 100 times. That felt pretty
We
good.
did.
We got to keep.
Oh,
There's a unique
nice.
animation for it.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
they all like stick their finger in the air and they glow.
It was quite cool.
I won a 10 times, but I never got any 100 times battles.
We lost the 10 times
No, we
because it
also
was like
won one because that's how you get the little
no, we won 100 times.
shells. Nope, we won both because we got a shell thing.
I
I
Maybe
don't.
I won without you.
I won the 10 times battle and did not get the thing. So I'm pretty sure it's the 100 times battle that you get that.
Yeah, but
Because
I don't
I
even
thought it
know.
was 10 times battle too, and I was like, yes, we won. And then I got the next match, and I was like, wait, where is it? Oh,
Okay, so also, what do we do with those? Like, do we get to earn those over the course of several Splatfests, or do we have to earn them over one?
Maybe someone figured it out on the subreddit.
Mm.
We're not looking into that right now, Cameron.
Okay, me. So I got fun package in. Pokemon Platinum complete in box. Pokemon
Nice,
Fire
nice.
Red, Castlevania Circle of the Moon,
Okay.
and a SOCOM game for the PSP, which is objectively significantly less interesting than those other three things, but still cool. It was $2, so.
I would also buy a game for $2.
SOCOM's a good series. It's not
Oh,
it's not like 10 out of 10, but it's solid 8. Pretty good,
mm,
especially for $2.
I just thought of this because you mentioned packages. So when I was at Disney Housing, right, they had they used parcel pending, so that all the residents could just be notified when their packages arrived in the lockers.
Yeah.
They sent me a notification on like Thursday or Friday, or two notifications saying that I had packages. I haven't lived there in 3 months. Over 3 months.
It's a bomb.
I have no clue what it was. I went.
Bomb. I just told you what it was.
I think I would have blown up because we had to go get Chelsea's meds, and while I was over there, I met one of the interns over the summer. Because I met up with some of my old team to go get drinks, right? And I met up with the intern to because I was like, "There's no way they fucked up twice on this. Like once I could understand pushing wrong, but twice, like you got to be joking." Nope, they apparently fucked up twice on a button push.
Pour
But one
one
of the
out.
lockers was empty, so I guess they realized it. I'm not sure. The other one, we walked to the guy's apartment, but it was another Cameron, and I'm just like, that means I'm in their system, and they pushed me instead.
Yes.
That's not good.
Yes.
I shouldn't be in the system after I moved out.
Yes. Glad we came to a conclusion there. Let's see what else. Uh, the most not video game thing ever on the show. I think I got new floor liners for my car.
That's a
Uh,
very you thing, though.
yeah, I got WeatherTechs. They're expensive, but they're so worth the money. Um, and they're incredible. Very nice.
Nice.
Also went to Unclaimed Baggage, got some sick shoes and a really nice watch. Do you guys remember Jen, saxophone guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, Jen.
tall.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
I
had
just
he
about
had a
said his
very
last name, and I was
similar.
like, maybe I shouldn't say that on the show.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you know him and Meg are getting married. Isn't that
That makes
crazy?
sense. That makes
Mega
sense.
I had no
Braid.
idea they stayed together.
Alex!
It was muddled on my end. I'm sure it's fine. Um, anyway, he had this watch in high school that was super sick looking. It was
Yeah,
blue.
he did.
Yeah, you know, like how it was like it wound itself up and you could like see
Yeah.
all the mechanics. I found one at Unclaimed. And it wasn't the
Oh,
same
that's
color scheme. It
cool.
was black with like kind of white/rose gold numbering and a black leather strap, but same design. Like the automated winding and the you can see all the ticking and stuff. So I got that. I'm so happy. Ever
That's
since Jen
sick.
showed me his watch in high school, I wanted one of those, but those watches are very expensive
Yeah, he showed
normally.
that thing to everybody that
Yeah,
had
because it
like
was sick.
honor bands.
Yeah, bro. Especially to me, I'm like I was the kid growing up that watched washing machines spin around
Mm-hmm.
just because I was amazed at the fact that it could spin without me pushing it. So I saw that watch, it's like I gotta have one of those, but I wasn't gonna spend $400 on a watch. But
I still
an
want to spend
unclaimed,
400 on a watch.
true, but found an unclaimed baggage, sold. Um,
Yeah, so instead of working, you can now just watch the gears in your watch spin.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, so that was fun. Um, I think that's it. I played
Nice.
Splatoon 3 obviously. I played Pokemon Leaf Green. I've got a random spur of that all of a sudden again. That's my thing. I uh
I
played
kind of did that.
what other random assortment? Wind Waker HD
Nice.
did that.
I
Oh no,
I
you mean
honestly thought
Wind
about
Waker,
bringing
not HD.
Breath of the Wild back down while I was home, but I decided against it.
I've had a feeling of there's something I really want to play and I can't figure it out.
I know what my feeling is. I brought it home. I will probably play it before the podcast next week.
I think I played like a day of Stardew.
Okay.
Mm.
Played a little Picross 3D. Uh, and I think that's pretty much it.
All
All right,
right.
on to the tidbits. Anybody gonna cover Faye?
Um, I don't know what's going on. That's the problem. Uh, Galaxy knows what's going on.
I don't remember what we covered. This is why it's Cooper's segment. But I am pulling up the account on Twitter. What's so like every mode is back right now.
They're doing rearmed. Like the actual banner for it's up now. Because I don't think that was up last week.
The newest thing is Faye, the character from an earlier Fire Emblem game, got a resplendent. I think that's all the biggest thing.
All right. That was easy. Marvel's not planning an MCU-esque connected universe for games. Good, because it would probably be a disaster if they were.
Dude, could you imagine? Oh yeah, we can definitely pump that many games out that quickly and keep it coordinated. No.
You want to start leaking your movies? That's how you start leaking your movies.
Huh? No, they mean like a new universe, not the movie universe. What? Like
No,
if
but
the
still, like,
Spider-Man and Guardians games were in the same universe.
it is weird that Spider-Man is exclusive to PlayStation and it's not the same Spider-Man.
Nope. But Wolverine's supposed to be in the Spider-Man and Miles and Spider-Man 2 universe. But they're all made by the same company.
um, prepare to play through PS5's Gotham Knights a fair few times. Why is that?
They're gonna show different bosses for the 4 playable characters in different events, but they'll all lead to like the same place.
Interesting. Well, that's one way to get me to not complete a game. Just won't do it.
If you really want to play a Batman game, go play the Arkham games.
Yeah, for real. PS5 refresh. Oberon Plus new CFI 1202 model includes 6 nanometer PS5 chip and a 15% smaller die. So this is just another one of that they already did something like this where they slightly redesigned a couple things but didn't really announce it because nothing's changing. At least to the end user. But it's also fascinating that going to a smaller size chip as cost savings, unless they're trying to do it to prevent overheating more. But in that case, it would probably make it worse or it might make it better. I don't know. I don't do that kind of engineering. Huh. Famitsu Review reveals Valkyrie Elysium has multiple endings and playtime roughly 20 hours. I have no idea what that means in context.
Like, is it 20 hours total or?
Or more like, how much is that compared to the other games? Okay, so I guess that's just main story hours then. We'll go with that. Mario Strikers Battle League second free update, including Diddy Kong and Pauline, is now available.
That's
Cool. Why weren't they in forever ago? It's
Dude,
just more
this
characters.
game launched with less characters than tennis, or no, golf. Golf launched with the most, I think.
Ugh, it's just exhausting. Cool. Disney Dreamlight Valley Toy Story Realm revealed.
There will be DLC for that game, and you can go to play with Woody and Buzz.
Okay. New Terraria update coming September 28th to consoles, phones, and PCs.
I think that's the update PC
What?
got out forever ago, but I'm not entirely sure. That's why it's an interesting tidbit. It's things that happen, but none of us really know.
Yeah, like, Was my mic muted when I said the scar thing?
Yes, I have no idea
Okay.
what you're talking about.
So Dreamlight also has something with it had Scar's face on it. I saw it when Chelsea was playing. So
So Lion King DLC.
There we go. Microsoft CEO is confident about Activision deal approval, handling of economy.
I didn't type this title, someone else did. But so give me a sec. So there was so Europe's like making them do concessions on this deal.
Yeah.
No,
as always,
no, it already went through one wave. This is the second approval, and Europe's like, no, you've got to do these things. Anyways, it will probably go through. I'd kind of laugh if it didn't, though. But it will go through.
I mean, what happens if it doesn't?
I'm not sure because the CEO of Activision's no longer there.
Right, because all that sussy stuff happened.
Right. No clue. It'd be funnier timeline wise if it doesn't, just because of that knowledge.
Yes. Let's see. Miles Morales got a teaser trailer for PC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's coming to PC.
Ted Lasso's AFC Richmond coming to FIFA 23 confirmed. This was a rumor last week, if you remember. And it happened. Let's see. Among Us Cross HoloLive collaboration pack released, available for a limited time, i.e. until December 20th. Cool.
It costs $10.
But
Cool.
why?
Okay, this is a time for Grant to be honest moment. The Among Us collector's editions are going on clearance. I've seen them everywhere, and I cannot tell you how close I've been to
To owning the collector's
to
edition?
getting the biggest one, the
I
ejected
saw it at
edition or
GameStop
whatever.
while we were in. I saw it at GameStop while we were at home because we were trying to get the Eternus or whatever the the shiny legendary that GameStop's supposed to have, which they apparently just gave it all to scalpers.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Quality from GameStop? Definitely not.
Well, yes, that, but more along the lines of like, what do you think a bunch of scalpers aren't going to come and try and take them all anyway?
For a free thing?
Uh, Nintendo introduces 2 new Twitter accounts at Nintendo Latam, LATAM, and Nintendo Brazil for the latest Nintendo news in Spanish and Brazilian Portuguese. Cool.
Right?
I mean, better than having
Good
it
for
not.
them, but
Yeah.
I don't really see them posting anything like big.
I mean, it's
You'll
just it's probably just going to be Nintendo
the
America
announcements in
copy
those
paste.
languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they'll make some fun jokes. That's what you want, but probably not.
Yeah.
Mm.
Already talked about GTA 6 hacker reportedly arrested in the UK. I saw that. The memes that have come out of this?
He's a kid.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Oh man, the memes on this one. So
The
good.
FBI would be offering him a job. It would only give him 30,000 a year, but he'd have a job with the FBI.
He also hacked Microsoft first.
Yeah.
So
What a G. But yeah, I've really enjoyed they've been bringing back Call of Duty Black Ops memes with that kid. That's been really good.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I have a couple I should send you guys.
Yes,
Um,
please do post them in the chat for that. La la la.
Posted one of them in the Instagram chat.
Oh, that's true.
a new Silent Hill game has been rated in South Korea. Apparently, there's big rumors going around that they're gonna remake, remaster, bring it back, something, something.
Sakura.
Huh?
The rumor I've seen on a Silent Hill game is Silent Hill Sakura. Um, but I think that's the new one, and this is like there's a bunch of different Silent Hill rumors coming out, like supposedly. I think there's like 3 games rumored to be in production. One's the Korean one, which we're talking about right now, which is Silent Hill: The Short Message, which again I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Um,
What?
I was trying to figure out if Short Message is supposed to be a new game or
Oh, no. While you're looking for that, let's see. The October 13th, 2022 issue of Weekly Famitsu to have a special feature concluding the Persona 25th anniversary event.
right.
So,
If they're releasing that within the next 2 weeks, we'll have the final announcement.
yeah. The Last of Us television series got an official teaser. Cool.
From
And
what I know of that game, it looks pretty accurate. It might be the best video game adaptation.
yeah, maybe they'll do it won't do horrible. Um Donkey, oh yeah, Video Game Donkey's making an indie game publishing company called Big Mode. He has a video about it. Um we'll see what comes out of that. That'd be pretty cool though to buy a game published by
Oh,
Donkey. And also Cameron's dead. The
it's
hurricane
not just
came early. Rip.
he'll be fine. We can continue. Oh, he was supposed to give us another old but interesting though.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? Cameron,
We've got to.
where did he go? He just went straight offline.
Man,
That
he
must have
must have.
been why he was being quiet for a minute there. Oh, we have a message from Cameron from Beyond the Beyond. No, we don't. That's Cooper.
That's Cooper. That's right.
Cameron is dead.
That's also what I thought. I was like, oh, he got a message to us.
Oh well. Um. Okay, we're back. Cameron. Uh.
Right.
The hurricane. Yeah, the hurricane came early. I was right, but it's already over. It only took like a second. He's back now.
Yeah.
Um. But unfortunately, the repair people did get swept away, so he's still without water. They're working on it. But we're
Right.
back. We didn't want to let him miss out on the old but still interesting tidbits.
Because he claims he's got a third one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, do we already have two?
Yeah, so what's your third one?
We haven't
Wait,
said
what
it.
were the other two?
We
Okay.
haven't said them yet. We're waiting on you to get back because you said you had one.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
Okay, well, don't worry, I'm back. So, y'all know how way back in the day there was a rumor about being able to evolve. Oh, what was it? Was it Dragonite? I think it was Dragonite into Yoshi, right?
Not at
No.
all.
Okay. Well, back in the day, there was a rumor you could evolve Dragonite into Yoshi, and that was an April Fool's joke. But on that same April Fool's Day, Nintendo released a whole little path to get your Pokemon to be Luigi. You could evolve. I don't remember what the Pokemon is. I've been dealing with too many issues. But you could evolve your Pokemon into Luigi according to Nintendo. It was a special plumber type. It had like wrench, uh, bringing the family back. Two other moves that were very specific, obvious, joke.
Luigi move 1 and Luigi move 2. What was his special
I
ability? Cowardice?
It was Gen 1. There was no abilities.
Ah. Well.
But yeah, Nintendo did an official April Fool's joke, bringing Luigi, or being able to evolve your Pokemon into Luigi.
Fantastic.
I thought you would enjoy that.
Okay.
All right. In the Japanese releases of Resident Evil 7, the Blackjack minigame DLC, the survival mode involving finger cutting, was replaced by having fingers twisted upward until the bones break.
I posted pictures of both versions, except it's the other character whose fingers are cut off in the top one.
Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. And
So which one
horrifying.
seems worse, though?
And horrifying.
I think losing your fingers would be worse in the long run, but I think at the time your
and
fingers get.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot more painful for the latter, but
In the long run, it's worse to lose your fingers.
yeah. And the other one, number 3, Sakurai never said, quote, "Don't ask me for anything again." He wants people to stop using his face or icon to say stuff they want to say. He isn't a big fan of memes like that. Oh, right, because he had that. Yeah, okay. Poor guy. Well, stop saying classic things. Stop being funny.
I don't think he minds when it's memes based on what he says. He just doesn't want words put into his mouth because then people take it like he said it.
Yeah. I kind of get that. Okay. On to the rumors. It looks like Detective Pikachu 2 is nearing release according to a job profile information.
Not the movie that was canceled, the game.
Oh boy, Detective Pikachu 2. I know everybody's talking all this shit about Zelda and Metroid and whatever, but the real ones are following the actual rumors here.
Remembering that Detective Pikachu was supposed to get a game, or a sequel, on the 3DS.
I figured out your Pikmin 4 thing, Cameron. They must have had like the game pad really, really implemented into the game. And when
And then realized,
yeah, because they were like, oh, we're replacing the Wii U with the Switch, so we're gonna move everything out and screw the Wii U's last few years. But if Pikmin 4 was heavily implemented in the gamepad, it also would explain why we haven't heard of it in several years.
because you'd think it would have leaked at some point.
Now you'd be surprised. Dead by Daylight's next chapter will be a For Honor chapter and have a new map.
That's not a horror game, so I'm kind of confused why.
Not only is it not a horror game, but who the hell still cares about For Honor?
Right?
I have a buddy, Jacob. Jacob, he's been on the show. He hosted the thingy.
Yeah.
He is the only dude I've ever met that has liked that game. Not even liked it, but talked about it, mentioned it, anything. Used to play it a ton. And even he doesn't touch it anymore.
Right.
So who's playing For Honor?
And what will even be the enemy they pick from medieval fantasy game?
I
What?
have no idea.
This is certainly. Aren't they trying to get money off of these DLC character thingies?
They do get money.
I guess it's a. I mean, it's a way to get like a knight themed boss and like a samurai themed boss or like a some demonic Viking or something. I don't know.
It just feels weird when it's either their own OCs or all the other crossovers are actual horror movie or horror game franchises, and then there's this one
Yeah,
that's like
something that you can easily turn into a Dead by Daylight monster.
this just feels like the complete opposite of everything else.
Yeah,
If I was gonna bring in something that's not a horror, I'd also get something with a bigger name. I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, just something more recent.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like Dead
Maybe it's
by
just because
Daylight
it's
cross
cheap.
FIFA. It's just like, why?
Well,
Right?
they probably blew all their money paying for
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
um,
I don't think
No,
blowing
because we
money.
talked about the rumor that they're bringing that one back
Yeah, but still.
with a new chapter.
No, but yeah, if it's true, then they blew all their money on Stranger Things. But
I
like,
guess I could see where Netflix
what are you
would
going to
demand
do
but
with For Honor? Like,
I just
they
have to
must have
wait and see.
someone on the team must have like, hey guys, I've got the best idea ever. And
it
it's a
better
For
be.
Honor crossover.
Yeah, you know that first meeting was rough. The
Mhm.
pitch meeting, that was a rough meeting.
I want to see the pitch meeting for this because, like, that's whack.
Yeah.
Because it's either like an employee's like really excited or like the bosses are like, we should do this. And everybody's like, really? You sure? We could cross over
Somebody,
with anything else.
somebody really, really, really likes For Honor. That is the only thing I
Right?
can understand.
Sony to launch a new PlayStation 5 with a detachable disc drive, sources suggest, via Tom Henderson. I think that's
So
a
I
great idea.
think that they're gonna sell it as well for people to buy one if they bought a digital.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. It lets people be more comfortable with digital media, but still have the option. It doesn't take a. It just makes it another option, not the only option. You know what I'm
If
saying?
it's real, I kind of want to buy one though because it's gonna become one of those things in the future that's really hard to find,
Yeah.
like
Like the
weird
GameCube disc.
collectible things.
Yeah, or like the
Rare.
3DS amiibo readers.
I have one, but yeah, it is super rare because it's just one of those weird things.
That
Because
not
I
a lot
was,
of people end up buying. Yeah.
yeah,
dude. I literally mentioned that to Chelsea while we were at home. Um, Alex, it was while we were trying to find the camera battery for mom. Because I bought one for my ex, and she just tossed it out. I found out later on. I'm just like, do you realize how much money you can sell those things for now? Like,
Not even the fact that this is something I gave to you.
I don't care about that
You could
part.
have scalped this.
Mhm,
Upgrades,
mhm, mhm.
people. Upgrades.
I'm kind of with
Money.
Cameron though. Like I
I
get it
love
from
that.
the
Screw the
you're
fact that
also
this was a gift, and then I love you, and this is the show of my appreciation. You could have been a scalper. You're not listening to me. This is why we're breaking up.
Oh, there are plenty of reasons for that breakup.
Yeah, apparently one of them is that she wasn't a good enough scalper.
right because we all know Cameron scalps.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Uh, a remake of Persona 3 with a similar scope to Persona 5 is in the works at Atlas.
Good.
Ooh.
I'll play it if it's real, but we get this is like the Switch Pro for Atlas rumors. There's one every few months claiming it's happening.
Is it just P3 or is it
Yeah,
any of
like
them?
it would. So the rumor claims, or like all the rumors claim, that it will take all the content and that's exclusive to Fez and exclusive to portable and put it in the same game, and it will bring it into the Persona 5 engine with new cutscenes and blah blah blah.
Hmm. Intriguing.
But it would this one was pretty good. They're like, it's why they picked portable, because portable doesn't have cutscenes, so it will make it like the two versions obviously really different.
Yeah. Tom Henderson, man, we got a lot of rumors from him today.
Yeah,
Disney wants a Star Wars game every 6 months. Are you crazy? What's the
yeah,
number one
maybe
complaint of games like FIFA and NBA, Call of Duty, and Assassin's
That
Creed?
their annual series.
That their annual series. So Disney's like, okay,
I mean,
big
this is
brain.
why they've got like 10
What if
deals
we?
out right now of people making unique games. Except the only one that's progressing is the Jedi Fallen
Yeah.
Order 2.
And like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong as someone that doesn't care all that much about Star Wars. Like, I think it's a cool series and I enjoy what I've consumed of it, but like I don't actively seek it out a lot of the time.
The
But
only
No,
way
but
would
you want to
not would
burn out your
that's what I'm saying,
fans?
like you're like wouldn't you get sick of it too after a while? Like I definitely couldn't see myself getting anywhere close to like fully enjoying 9 games, or I'm reading the next line, sorry, a game every
2
6
games.
months.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
I don't know.
see, at
And
that
like,
point, you literally wait a year after release. It'll be $10 because they're going to have
They'll
to get it
have to
off the shelf for the
market.
next year's game.
this is what I do for everything that's not Nintendo.
Well, the good thing is, they unless they were to reopen LucasArts, they can't get anywhere near that number.
Yeah, this seems like a really bad idea. Too much Star
Well, because
Wars.
the other thing, you know, if it was like, let's take Atlas for example, because a couple years ago they released 3 or 4 Persona games with like a year or two span. So like around this average. Except they all had different gameplay. Well, they shared characters because same universe. They all had like vastly different gameplay. But in something like this, every company they're gonna want to work with is gonna be like, yeah, okay, I'll make a Star Wars game, but I want to make Jedi.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, I want to work on a Star Wars game and not use Jedi.
make the Jar Jar spinoff
Mm.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, who's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I will do the random kid from uh Star Wars 8."
The only other option someone might pick is they'll be like, I'll make a Mandalorian game
Connect
because you would
Star
be
Wars 2.
because you'd be
Electric
like a bounty
Boogaloo.
hunter in that. But like
No, guys,
nobody's gonna pick
We're
something else.
forgetting the big brain play here. Star Wars for Nintendo Labo VR.
Star Wars for Nintendo 3DS Amiibo reader. Um, okay, Jeff Grubb, who is the one that promised there would be Wind Waker and Twilight Princess at the last direct, and guess which wasn't there. Xbox originally planned to release 9 exclusive games in 2023. I'm going to take by that statement that they're not doing it anymore.
Right.
Cool.
But we have a list of the 9 games.
Okay. Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark, I guess remake, Fable remake.
No, this was the one they were the Perfect Dark wasn't supposed to be a remake. It was supposed to be something new.
Oh, okay.
They
Well,
announced it at the same time they announced Fable and everything else they do, because that's all Microsoft does. Announces things they're working on.
so yeah, Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark, Fable, Contraband. That's a horrible name for a game. Avowed, Everwild, and new games from InXile, Compulsion, and Coalition. That is not Gear 6. He thinks that Hellblade 2 and new IPs from the 3 companies can be released in 2023. Everwild's definitely skipping. Well,
I'll be surprised if Microsoft puts out 4 games. They keep buying publishers, but it's just so the other two can't own the publishers.
Yeah. Well, I'll believe I want to see it.
True.
And okay, finishing topic for the week. Favorite arcade video game. We never really talk about arcade games here, so we
But
came up with it before the show.
we respect them more than we respect mobile games.
Hmm.
Okay, so the rules are it has to have been in an arcade and you have to have played it. So this includes horrible Dave and Buster's arcade games, but don't let me catch you saying those. We all know what they are.
There's a lot.
But
Oh,
really,
yeah,
we don't really have to worry about it because Cooper's not on this episode, so he's the
Also,
one
I
that
don't
would be
think there was
saying
been to a
flat.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's played some bad arcade games.
Obviously, that jump arcade game, that's definitely the best one where you just jump around a jump rope that's fake because it uses lights.
All right. So let's see. Hydro Thunder. I'm gonna go with that. It's really good. There's obviously the classics like Galaga, Miss Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Rally X. Oh God, what's that one I'm thinking of? I can't remember it. There's a 3-player one. It's called like extreme off-roading or something like that. It's really old. And you don't really see it pretty much. Basically, you never see it anywhere. They had it. We had an arcade at my summer camp that you could play during free time. And they had it there, and I fell in love with it then. And then I forgot about it for a long time. And then when I moved up here and went to the barcade we have, they had that machine, and I was like, oh my God. It's a 3-player truck racing game that's so much fun. Um, but yeah, I think Hydro Thunder has to be my favorite. That's like, why isn't boat racing more of a like? Why aren't there a lot of boat racing games that aren't shovelware?
Because
Racer?
Huh?
Wave Race.
No, it's not. It's
That's
not
jet
both
ski.
though. It's jet skis.
Yeah, there's like
Okay,
a
but
couple different jet ski
that's
games.
about as
Wave
close as you
race,
get.
splashdown. Um,
That's like the closest you'll get though to boats nowadays. They don't really.
yeah, but like,
You can boat race in GTA. There's the
yeah,
answer.
true. But like, I think I would actually very much enjoy a game that had like actual like plane boat racing, and not like flying boats, but like
Just
boats.
on the water. Go.
Yeah, like on the water plane kind of plane. Boats that go like like 150 miles an hour on the water, like that are literally moving, floating death machines. And it's the scariest thing I've ever watched. I can't imagine what it must be like to be in one of those boats when it catches a little bit of air and flips up in the air like 50 feet. But that you can't tell me that's not a badass sport, and I think that would be really fun to play as a video game. Which is why Hydro Thunder
Yeah.
exists. That's what Hydro Thunder is, except
It,
more arcadey.
that's a good point though. You have like a billion car racers and none's like, oh, I should do boats.
Yeah, boat racing.
Because you could have let. I mean, especially if you made it more customizable. Like, I guess they're worried about the courses because there's like at least in the jet ski ones, there's like a certain amount of like drifting you get because they're like, we're animating water real.
Yeah, and I mean like jet skis are obviously super small, and if you ever ridden one, you know how good the handling is. Like you can turn on a dime and stuff, so you can make really interesting courses and have to do a lot of tricks and stuff.
I don't know. I would play a boat game that's not
If
based
it was
on real
good,
boat physics. So
yeah.
yeah,
Maybe the problem is that like I know like zero things about boat racing besides the cool crashers. So like
The cool
boom.
crashes.
That's
they
right.
go
That's the
really
part I
fast.
like.
Yeah, they go really fast, and despite being a gigantic piece of metal, they can flip in the air just like that. Um, it's probably because a lot of it's like drag racing, but on the water, and
Mm.
that's
I
while
mean,
really fun in person and in real life, not very fun in the video game.
isn't that why people watch NASCAR and drag racing though? For the crashes, right? Nobody's watching it for the 300 laps.
NASCAR, yes. Drag racing, no. Drag racing, I mean, they do have crashes in that, but drag racing is mostly like, oh my god, how did that person get to 300 miles an hour in half a second? It's not that
True.
big, but I watched some engineering videos on Top Fuel dragsters, and dude, that stuff is crazy. It's like $10,000 a run. You have to rebuild the engine after every run because and sometimes they explode.
Yeah.
Like they're ready, and it's not really a big deal when they do explode. They're like, oh, engine exploded again.
Oh,
Actually,
huh. Look
You
at
race
that.
drag racing. Either you've got like a sponsor who really won't like drag watching it, or you're rich yourself to afford all the.
yeah. Um,
Probably the sponsor.
that's crazy. The reason they have exhaust pipes pointed like they do, where they like curve down and then point up out of the back, is because those exhaust pipes make like over 1,000 pounds of downforce because the engine exhaust is so powerful. So they point it straight up to help the wheels stick down. I learned that. I was like, holy hell, that's crazy. Everything
That
about a
makes
Top Fuel
sense.
dragster is horrifying. But yeah,
Okay,
anyway.
arcade
Yeah,
games.
anyway, arcade games.
So it's actually been a while since I've played any.
Yeah.
My mind's running through like what I've played though. Like Super Monkey Ball is fun because it's kind of unique, since all you've got is the giant ball in front of you that you can roll.
Yeah.
Um, F-Zero AX is fun, but it can really hurt your knees.
Yeah,
Uh,
AX is really it. Like the because there's a bunch of just racers, right? Like, oh yay, I'm driving. You get to feel like you're
oh,
in the car.
I
But
was gonna
like,
give it to a racer.
I mean, the racers are cool, but like F-Zero AX does have
The
more
uniqueness
to
of
it.
not existing anywhere, so I can plug in
Yes,
a memory card.
yes, that specifically that.
Yeah. Start searching the country, Cameron. Just go up and down.
Look,
Start
people
calling
have been able to obtain the Pokemon Snap uh kiosk thingy and amiibo kiosk. I don't think it would be that hard with enough money to get the AX machine.
Um, but I was gonna give it to one of the Mario Kart games. I think.
Mario Kart GP, right? Is that what it's called? That's the
Yeah.
one that we have at our barcade here.
I mean, I just remember from the last time I actually went to one. That's like the thing that I played the most. But it's also biased because it's Mario Kart, and most of the other arcade games are 80s arcade games.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know.
Um, I have to say, if I mention Hydro Thunder, I have to mention Cruis'n USA as
Okay.
Oh,
well.
absolutely.
Same
That's
vein.
one of your
They're
favorite
both.
games.
Yeah. They were both arcade games originally, and both got ported to the N64. Yes, I also own Hydro Thunder on N64, and yes, it's
Nice.
great. And because of that N64 bag I bought last week, this is literally coming to mind right now. I got a controller pack. I finally have a memory card. I can progress in Hydro Thunder. I
Let's
guess I got to play
go.
Hydro Thunder this week.
Could you not progress?
No, because I've never
Oh,
had a controller pack, even though I'm an adult and have a lot of money, and those cost like $10. I just never bought one.
got it. Figured it out. Yeah.
Cruising USA says like you have to have one to progress, but you don't. So I thought Hydro Thunder was gonna be the same.
That's where people get like really confused. So many are like, "You need this," and it's like, "But you
You need it.
actually don't."
You
Yeah.
need it because I say
But
you
then
need
the
it.
few that actually need it, it's like, "Oh damn, you actually want this."
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong does want it. It will get mad at you if you don't have it.
All right, Cameron, what's your game?
Um. Okay, so if I'm gonna go classic, I would say like Pac-Man.
Just plain old
That is a
Pac-Man.
nice, yeah, playing Pac-Man. That is a nice classic arcade game. But more modern, I'm trying to think of what I had played that is actually like a modern arcade game. Um,
Oh, you spent like days at Disney looking for arcade machines. Did you
that
not
doesn't mean
actually
no,
play in the arcade? You just
not
went,
really.
"You don't have F-Zero, I'm leaving."
Yes,
Lame.
How do you go to an arcade and not play something?
because they have a bunch of like the weird like we license this game, but it's like 5 copies of the same racer released by different publishers.
Okay.
Um, and then I mean I played Monkey Ball. That is that is a unique way to play um, Monkey Ball because you're not in control of the map like you are with the actual game.
Sure, you're in control of the
Of the
You're in control of the
ball.
ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is that's a unique way to spin Monkey Ball, especially with the giant ball thingy.
Um, I don't know if this counts as an arcade game or not. They're in arcades all the time, but skee ball.
Oh yeah,
If you don't
yeah,
have a good time playing skee ball, you're a terrorist.
yeah.
You heard it here first.
I can see where you would get mad, but you'll at least start off like having an alright time.
It's fun to yeah, you don't have to love it so much you play it 15 times, but if you can't get enjoyment out of one game of skee ball, then I'm reporting you. Don't go to the bar with me. Don't go to the arcade with me. Cuz I always be on that skee ball. It's like one of my favorite things.
Understandable.
As employees
It's one of those
of
simple games.
military contractors, we are legally obligated to report you as a terrorist.
Yeah, there we go. Surprise, it's the military industrial complex. Um Also my barcade has a pinball machine based on Apollo 13 the movie, which is kind of cool in concept because like, oh, space theme, Apollo going to the moon, also the one where they almost die and things explode and you can do things that are like the parts in the movie where the tank explodes and
Dude, we went
like that's
to
so kind of it's really
we
morbid.
went to the
Yeah,
pinball arcade over in Opelika, and
Yeah.
they have like a million of things like those, and they're all insane, and they all do different things. Like it, I was kind of impressed with some of the things some of them did. Like one brought up like a spaceship.
Yeah, pinball machines can get pretty crazy. We have a wall of them at
It-
the barcade. Then the Apollo one's one of them. There's like 15 of them there, and some
Mhm.
of them just get pretty weird. There's a F1 themed one around the Indy 500 that's super fun. I do enjoy that one too.
Nice. No, it is quite fun. Like I don't feel like I do a ton of pinball, but like going and seeing different pinball machines is cool. It, I think it's stuff like the Pokemon pinball games for Game Boy, right? Where it's a cool idea and concept, and then seeing something similar physically makes it better.
Yeah, like it's not really special when you animate everything, but like if you can get like an actual like IndyCar to race around a track in a box when a ball hits a thing that you did, and it's like all happening in real time. That's really cool because that's a lot more
Mhm.
complicated than just a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the
On that
digital
topic,
pinball games aren't as interesting. Like they're like, look, all we can do, and it's like,
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
cool, it's pinball, but like pinball in a vacuum is eh. It's fun,
but
but it's fleeting fun. It's like a mobile game. Like you play it for like 5 minutes and
hmm
whatever.
there's a difference in seeing pinball digitally, where it's like, yeah, I kind of know how you did that. Like going and actually playing a pinball machine and it doing the exact same thing, and it's like, well, damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
hmm Also, I can't rage at a video game for the buttons being broken. I can rage at a pinball machine for the buttons being broken.
I mean, you can, but you'll get
Chill,
kicked out
chill,
pretty quick.
chill.
See, the real skill there is to get so good that you can knock the machine around to get the ball to do what you want without making it stay tilt.
So, mhm.
Um,
Essentially, buy your own pinball machine and then go out in public and play theirs.
yeah, exactly. I do want to have an honorable mention of Beer Tapper,
Okay,
which,
fair. Ooh,
uh, yeah, really old one,
That's
and
the one in Wreck-It Ralph,
it
right?
is the one in Wreck-It Ralph.
yeah, we have one at the barcade, and it's so weird because it's an arcade machine, like something it feels like a kid would play, but it's just covered in Budweiser branding. Like the handles for pouring the beer are Budweiser. It's Budweiser's beer tapper. The dude you're playing as has a Budweiser shirt on. All the beer is Budweiser beer. It's weird. But yeah, that one's pretty good too. Anything else before we close it out?
No.
I don't. Well, yeah, okay. The D&D one they sold on the Wii U.
Oh,
It's like an actual arcade machine that you can play with 4 players.
Okay, fair
oh,
enough.
I just,
But they also
I
re-released it on every a bunch of
I
things. I
just,
know the Wii U had it.
I just thought of this. Um, but the two that I played when I was drunk, Simpsons, like the 4-player beat 'em up.
That's a really good
The
one.
one that the one that shared the its arcade with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and also there was an X-Men uh, beat 'em up. Same style.
I've looked into a lot of those old school Marvel ones.
Oh, Alex, we could take you to player one while you're down here.
Okay.
Ooh,
I don't know what that means, but okay.
it's a barcade.
Okay. If it survives your hurricane impending doom.
It's more likely than this place. Can't even get water running.
All right, well, I think with that we're gonna end the episode here. Thank you everybody so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Please add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. What's your favorite arcade game? And did you pick Team Gear for Splatfest and win, or did you pick? Are you?
One or the other, or
Did
you
you?
won the 40% that didn't and lost.
Did you pick Grub and feel inconsequentially extremely bullied by us? Let us know. And come back next week for more gaming news and discussion. As always, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.